Hello everyone, it is your favorite kind of fruit, ABowloFruit, and welcome to my Medal of Honor Warfighter beta sniping tips, tricks, tutorials, and all that stuff. Mainly looking at lines of sight that I think are beneficial for the sniper in this game, because sniping is not easy. It's not something you can just kind of pick up, and quick scoping, in that fact, for all you Call of Duty players, it's not quite what you would expect. It's pretty accurate, but just the whole way the game flows, it's rather difficult. Firstly, to take a look at this map, it's the only map in the beta as of right now, and you're playing the game mode hotspot. Now, you can use the game mode hotspot to your advantage because, well, I'll discuss that later. For now, I want to discuss the sniper rifle. I'm using the Macmillan TAC 300. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. I'm no professional in that in any case. As far as guns go. So what I've found, this isn't set in stone, so don't quote me, but what I've found is normally chest shots do about 90 damage, legs and arms do about 40 to 50, and headshots are one-shot kills. Now right here you're looking at a pretty interesting route to open up with. If you spawn on the side with the two balconies in the building, you're going to want to run to the tunnel, that's what I call it, the highway almost that kind of goes through the middle of the map. And if you look down towards the middle of the tunnel, where there's the little archway, and the people are able to make their way under it, you can get some pretty cool lines of sight and are able to suppress the enemy back for a while. But before you do that, you're going to want to make sure you put down some personal defense mines, and those are your go-to here. Those are what enable you to set up sniper positions and really help out your friends. So what you're looking at right now is what I kind of call the home for a sniper on this map. The tunnel, or the highway, whatever you would like to call it, is your go-to. And it's the best on this map for sniping because it gives you the most lines of sight and the most visibility as far as the maps go. Now the holes in the highways are crucial because they allow you to look at multiple bomb spots, and you can suppress the enemy. Now, don't always think you have to kill somebody when you're sniping. Suppressing can be just as important, because in this game, hearing a sniper fire whiz by your face is actually pretty daunting. They really nailed the sound effect on the sniper as far as that goes. So when I was saying you can use hotspot to your advantage, make sure you plant the bomb to where you're able to see it if you're a sniper, and you'll be able to pick them off as they try to plant it as long as you're in a safe location. Additionally, when you're on this highway or tunnel, whatever you call it, make sure you set up personal defense mines ahead of you and behind you. That way, you at least get the heads up on some people. Now, this line of sight is very interesting. If you move a little over to these trees where I'm looking at, you'll be able to see slight red triangles indicating where the enemy is, and you'll be able to shoot through the trees, and if you arc it just a little bit above the head, it seems like, you'll be able to pick off some enemies. So that's definitely an interesting line of sight to look for. And then this one is one I favor when you're trying to either defend or attack this bomb site. You jump on top of these sandbags, and you have clear lines of sight all the way down there, and the thing is, it's almost a head glitch, to where you have maximum coverage, and if you have one or two people behind you, you're going to have optimal defense, and just throwing around a few personal defense mines for extra measures can really do you a solid here. So what you want to make sure to do is, instead of unscoping every single time, it took me a little while to get used to it, but unlike other games, you can actually pull back the bolt on your bolt action rifle while in ADS, or aim down sights, so you don't have to unscope to pull the bolt, which is an interesting mechanic. Here's another line of sight that's pretty popular for this bomb site. If you go in the building that was a little more right to the position I showed you earlier, you make your way in there, and at the end of the hallway there's a window to the left, and you can see the bomb site clearly. And then if you make a little bit to the right and stand on top of the stairs, you have clear view of a lot of people on the other bomb site, as well as that second balcony. Now, something I didn't show you in this one is if you back up just enough and look in the right little itty bitty corner of the window, you're able to see the balcony closest to that objective. So just another little line of sight to pick off a few people, maybe get away with it. And this is just showing another viable option. Around that area is just this whole entire raised plateau that you can get to, and if they're spawning in those buildings with the balconies, you can kind of keep them in there, keep them trapped until they make a heavy push on you. Now this one is also near the other spots. You'll notice that the main spots to hang around are these kind of buildings near the plant near the sandbags, and the other one with the highway. Now when you're in here near the sandbags in that other position, which is right here where I told you to look through the window, if you sit back here, very often if the team gets a Blackhawk, it will spawn right down that aim down sights you were looking at earlier, and you'll be able to pick them off easily and make work of them. Additionally, though, as a sniper, you have a automatic secondary, which is actually pretty useful. Not quite as strong as a primary. As you see here, the recoil is kind of ridiculous. That's what you have to watch out for. But when on the move, it's advised that you have your pistol out, as it's your best bet in close quarter combat. Lastly, it's important to look at as a sniper, you have the supported shooting ability, which when laying prone or on a surface where you can lay down your bipod, you have decreased recoil and kind of have an increased radar seeing people in front of you. But the only downside is you're really limited in range of movement. So make sure to watch out for that. And the problem with this map is there's no really advantageous spots to set up as a sniper. So just watch out for that. But other than that, while the sniping is a little difficult in this game, especially on this map, I think with a little bit of practice and hopefully some of these lines of sight, you'll be taking domes before you know it. As always, stay beautiful.